I do share the pain of Kenyans. Kenya is staring at a serious crisis arising from the new prices of petrol, diesel that have been announced yesterday. And the ripple effect of what has happened is that starting tomorrow, matatus will increase their fares, buses will increase their fares, border riders will increase their charges because most industries use diesel. Consumer products will go up, and Kenyans in anguish. As we speak, many roads are empty. Kenyans are not able to fuel their vehicles, and we are staring at a national crisis, and things are very bad. And what we must tell the people of Kenya, the crisis that we face of increased prices for fuel has nothing to do with international challenges. It has nothing to do with the war in Iran. It has nothing to do with increased oil prices in the world. As I said the last time I talked about fuel, the crisis that we face is one of state capture and conflict of interest, where President William Ruto and Gulf Energy are the ones doing the business of fuel importation, and they have topped up too much profit to fleece the people of Kenya. The challenge that we face today has nothing to do with international prices, because when you look at the neighboring East African countries who are importing oil from the same source in the Middle East, their prices are down. Why the prices here are up is because President William Ruto, his business partners, Gulf Energy, are taking too much profit to fleece the people of Kenya. If you look at the comparison, today as we speak, in Kenya, petrol is 214 Kenya shillings. Diesel is 243 Kenya shillings. Our neighbors here in Uganda, who bring their fuel through Kenya from Mombasa by road, which means their fuel is supposed to be higher than Kenya's. A liter of petrol in Uganda is 188 Kenya shillings. A liter of diesel in Uganda is 181 Kenya shillings. If you look at Rwanda, a liter of petrol in Rwanda is 175 Kenya shillings. A liter of diesel in Rwanda is 171 Kenya shillings. Our neighbors here in Tanzania, a little bit higher but way below Kenya. A liter of petrol in Tanzania is 204 Kenya shillings, while a liter of diesel is 210 Kenya shillings. In Ethiopia, a liter of petrol is 138 Kenya shillings, while that of diesel is 149. That tells you clearly that this problem is not international. Our neighbors are getting fuel from the same source, and their fuel is supposed to be cheaper than ours because their fuel comes through Kenya, and they have to pay extra money to get tankers from Mombasa through Nairobi to Kampala, through Nairobi to Rwanda. So what we're having as a problem in Kenya is where the president of the country is a businessman who doesn't care about his people and has decided to make profit out of his people. And that is the crisis that we are facing. First, we did not call Kenyans to go to the street. Those who went to the streets went on their own volition. And we are a responsible alternative government. We don't want to do going to the streets the way Raila used to do. The late Right Honorable Raila Odinga would call protest. 2-3 days, he would sit down with the government, and they are called off, and he is absorbed into government. And life goes on. We are very conscious that we don't want to call people to the streets in futility. What we want and what we are planning is that when we call people to the streets, there must be fruits. There must be fruitation. When we go to the streets, we will not come back until the demands are met. And we did agree as a united alternative government that it was not just about fuel. We have so many other issues. The dignity of the payslip, the unavoidable housing, the use of pension funds to build roads, the extrajudicial killing, the abductions, voter bribery, the issue of IBC. So we did agree that we want to harness all the issues that are a concern to the people of Kenya, so that when we call for mass action, It will not be done in a day or two and then we go back. It will be done for a week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for 4 weeks, for as long as it takes until the demands are met. We were also persuaded that we needed also to engage with the other stakeholders, the agencies and the civil society. And the agencies were telling us, if we could wait a little bit, we harmonize the mass action to coincide with the anniversary of the agency on the June 25th. And from the way I can see, unless things really get out of hand, I think that is the best route to take, so that we harmonize all the issues that Kenyans have a problem with. We get all the stakeholders, the agencies included, who are actually very effective and with a proven track record of succeeding in terms of mass action, and we get the alternative government, the agencies, and all Kenyans of goodwill together. But in view of what has happened, in view of the hardships Kenyans are facing out of these fuel hikes, I think when we have a Zoom meeting tomorrow, we may have to review that position, and then we inform the people of Kenya. But we did not want to take the people of Kenya to the streets the way it has been done before. People are killed, people are maimed, property is destroyed, then we go and sit with Ruto and negotiate for positions in government. I think people have been very unfair to the people of Kenya. I don't think I can ever be party to such a kind of an arrangement where we take people to the streets so that we can ask the government to absorb us in government. We are not interested. When we do call for mass action, it must have an end game. Where does it end? It must end where the government gives in to the demands that we're gonna lay before it on behalf of the people of Kenya. This G to G arrangement is a fraud. We had been told when I was in government that it was supposed to regularize prices and cushion the people of Kenya from sporadic changes in pricing system. But the price keeps on going high. And what is annoying is that the fuel that is in the market today is of low quality. You remember the Minister of Trade and the Kenya Bureau of Standards announced to the people of Kenya that they have allowed the importation of fuel with 50 milligrams per liter of sulfur. This is very cheap fuel. Instead of this fuel going down, we would have expected, because the government has compromised on standards and brought fuel with a lot of sulfur, which is dangerous because sulfur, when it is exposed to the environment, turns into sulfuric acid, and that is not good for our ages. All these cars that are using this fuel, in the next 5-6 months, they'll start having what you call a slow knock in the engine. And if you push them more, they'll have a full knock. So we would have expected that this is cheap fuel, very low quality fuel, that has serious implications to the efficiency of our vehicles. There will be a lower price. But instead, because William Ruto is making money, the fuel has gone up. I have received information that this profit that the president and his partners are making from increased fuel prices has been used to purchase tallow oil in Turkana at $120 million US. And that is approximately 15.6 billion Kenya shillings. That is why they are in a haste to buy, to increase prices, to make more profit, to be able to buy tallow oil that is in Turkana.
If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.